our main question is how to avoid the use of prison, because prison produces a lot of problems extra. So if you keep on, if you start to respond to offending by bringing all the concerned and stakeholders together, members of society, members of the offender group, members of the family of the victim, and you conference together what should be done with the damages of the offense and with the offender, then in many cases you can avoid prison. But even if you put people in prison, you can keep on involving members of society, members of the victim itself and their relatives, and relatives of offenders, and members of the formal society to plan from the very beginning a safe release. So pre-release conferencing makes it possible to release offenders in a sooner and better way, we think. So in fact it's a way of diminishing or breaking down the walls of a prison. The good prison is a prison where you would like to stay even if you were not forced to, because you recognize that it's better for you to make a new start. Do I say that correctly?
Yes.
You want to
and one of the things we talked at the end of the finality was we all talking about the prisons, the offenders, and all that thing. And one thing the big question is they ask every time is what we can do for this thing doesn't happen. What we can do to this kids doesn't go to prison. You know, I think that's one thing we all have to think about as well. What we can do, what can we do to don't make this thing happen? To the kids doesn't go to institution, the kids doesn't go to prison. And one of the things we thought about is communication between judges, parents. One of the main things we came is the parents. We go visit the parents. One of the things, one of the international, they say about it, then probably here in Holland we don't do much. They go visit the family, go see how they're doing, how the family's house, the house is, because we all believe the first education comes from the house, from the parents.
That's perfect. And can you spend 10 more seconds on the beautiful piece of art you
Yes,
show us?
there are three circles: victim, society, and offenders. And here in the intersections there is you. You can be offender, you can be victim, you can be a member of society concerned about crime, but we are all here in the center as members of society at the same time. So it's our concern to find a better solution for what we are doing now with young offenders.
That's just perfect. Thank you. Any of you guys want to contribute? Questions?